Hey folks, AJ here. We are back here at Guildfield, and it was one of the things I noticed. I'll see if I can highlight exactly where I did this, but when we did this before, when we were remodeling, I noticed that there were some hanging mics that were in the ceiling that they said they didn't want to use. Well, guess what? We're here to install some ceiling mics for the choir. So let me get inside. I'm actually here early, but I saw a car here, so hopefully I can get started and knock this out because it is a bit brisk in here. So we got to run two new cables all the way back to the media room. Got more than long enough cables to do that, and then we're going to hang two choir mics, so we have to drill some holes, make sure that they're symmetrical and all this other stuff, send phantom power, and then we go from there. But anyway, let's get inside. Let me show you the process, and then we go from there. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do is we're going to hang these right here, and because this is centered, what I think I'm gonna do is measure back off of these vents maybe about 5 feet, so that way let's step back here. So the idea is that these mics will hang right in front of that railing pointed at the choir. And I'm gonna put one in front of that vent and the other one over there. And we're using some Audio-Technica mics. Really simple. This is unique to do this with one hand. The link will be down below for that, and I will walk through the entire configuration, but it'll be pretty straightforward. So again, these require phantom power. We're going to drop this down here, make a little hole to drop those down. I have a coax kind of cap that will be fed through here to push that through the wall to make it nice and neat. And I did get it white to match. They do come in black, but we have this runs up there. We're going to tack this cable down so that this doesn't go anywhere. Have a little arm to keep it in its position. Got a foam cover here, wind cover, and we're going to climb up in there. And again, I did this and busted a hole in the wall up there originally, and that would make that work. Now if we did this previously, well, we used up all of these jacks. We could have ran it here if we had a bigger digital snake here, but we got enough space all the way in the back. We just got to run everything back. So let me get my ladder, and the first thing we're going to do, that's about 100-foot XLR cable that's going to cover that distance. Yeah, I think running the cable is going to take the longer. So let me get my stuff in here, the cables, and we go from there. And we got some CSAA ministry incoming. So they've really cleaned up this area since they've moved back over to the sanctuary. All right, so what we're going to do is feed our cables down this way. And we need to move this out of the way, and we're going to connect this directly. All right, so when it comes to the X32, as you can see, we're not using any of the jacks here. So if we go here to use all our channels, as you can see, the A implies that all of that is going to our snake. So if we go to 17 and 18, see, we're not using any of these. So I'm going to use these two channels, and that's going to be our left and right. We need to go to each one of these because, again, it needs power. Select the channel, give it phantom power, next channel, give it phantom power, and then we're going to play with the gain. I'm going to go in here and change the names to this. This will connect both of my cables. As you see, they just lit up for our power. We plug both of the cables into here. I just took the covers off. We're gonna run our cables all the way up. Well, actually, I'm gonna drop them down here. And then that's it. That's actually the configuration for here. I might move them. Nah, I'm gonna keep them here. So I just need to let them know which one is which. And again, I might actually move the location of these, maybe move all the instruments to this range and then have the choir and stuff like that here so it's easier to get to. So I might do that, but let's get the ladder, let's get our cables, and let's get to work. I gotta make sure I put the right end, because that would be a pain to have to do this all over again and flip the cables. Alrighty, so we're gonna drop the male end into the media room and grab these and make sure we're walking on these joists. And I guess trying to think, I'm gonna walk these cables back, but I should just take all the cables with me, and the fact that it's stuck pretty much is making me. There's my cable runs where I dropped everything before. We're just gonna follow the same path with our cables. And this is why you make the hole big enough so that you don't have to do this all over again. Because that would have been a pain if I didn't make the hole big enough and to try and get around the cables, or I would have to make a secondary hole just to run these cables through. So let's get over here. Make sure our cables are untangled, and then I'll take you once we get over there to feed the other ends to where the hanging mics are gonna go. Alrighty, I don't know if you can see it. I don't have a light on me, but there's our cables. This is the hole that we made. Excuse me. This is why I always say you make the entrance between whichever section's bigger than you need, because if I had just made this hole just big enough for just these cables, I would have been very disappointed in myself. So that's more than enough for maybe like 10 times the amount of cables that are there. So that's done. Oh, let me get up out of here because I'm coughing a little too much. Now, one question might be, why would you want to even use choir hanging mics anyway? Well, the main thing for me is you don't want to give everyone a mic for everybody to put their hands on, first off. And then most of the time, there's really no need, in my personal opinion, to have that. I mean, unless you have like a small praise team, maybe 6'10", I would think in a size of a sanctuary like this, I don't think that's needed. So these hanging mics will give the ability to just capture everybody, because again, doing this long enough, people don't hold the mic properly. They don't hold it close enough to them. And then the balance is, now you have to balance every single individual mic depending on who's touching it, compared to you have the hanging mic and it's just gonna, universally try and grab everybody that's in the choir stand. So we got the cables over. I got plenty of cable left over, but like I said, I'm gonna measure up, I don't know, maybe, and I don't even know where I'm pointing at. We're gonna go forward because this is where the front row is. I want to have these lined up right about here and aimed down to cover the entire area of the choir stand. So I need to measure that distance, and we're gonna go up there, make sure that we got space for it, and then I'm gonna pop some holes in line with those vents, hopefully, after I look, and then seal them up. Then we're good to go. All right, there are cables. Now I just need to measure over, make some holes, and then we're done. All right, folks, we're done. We had our first CSAA casualty. I don't know if you can see my my ladder gave way and we took about like maybe a 5-foot drop. But hey, we is okay. The work is done. We got this tested. I don't know if you can see it there. We have all the other mics muted. Test! So that's the only thing that's on of the ceiling mics. This is one of those things that's gonna have to pick up and set the gain and everything when the choir is here. But that's done. And after that stuff seals and sets, might have to just twist the mic again just to make sure that they stay directly on the choir. And worst case scenario, not today, not after I fell, but we're gonna go up there and worst case scenario, probably staple the cable so that it really won't go. I did that with the other one and it looks like the other one may have came loose, but it's there and it's holding, especially when that the silicone cop solidifies. It ain't gonna be moving anywhere. So, all right, another mission accomplished. I'm about ready to go get me some something. Cause I got a mark right there on my leg. But anyway, thank y'all so much, Guildfield, and we'll be catching y'all on the link is down below to all the stuff that we use. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So, like this type of content, appreciate a like, consider subscribing, hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. AJ, catch you later.